Ladies and germs, I have officially broken Minecraft. This Guardian farm gets 30 levels in 2 minutes. I don't know how I did it, but I did it and I broke Minecraft. If I stay here AFK for an hour, I get 100. I also just want to make a very quick apology about the audio quality of this episode. Unfortunately, I didn't realise until after the OBS updated and removed my microphone, so it was actually coming off my headphone microphone. I do apologise, ladies and gents, I really do. But anyway, on with today's episode. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Let's Play series. We are currently at the Guardian farm that we conquered last time. It's so today's plan is to make, of course, a Guardian farm, and I managed to do something pretty impressive. I've managed to make it so that it will do 30 levels in 2 minutes, and I honestly do wish that I was kidding. Now, I'm just going to mention that this is a voiceover, so there is no game sounds, because the original audio was absolutely shocking, and I could not put you through that. So certain clips will seem a little weird and cut short and things like that, but I will try my best to try and keep this episode interesting the best I can. So let's get to it. My first job is going to be blocking off all the spawning spaces. I won't go through the boring doodah that I decided to go through in the original clip. So let's just get straight to it. I'll be back with you once that's done. Okay, so I have all 25 spots now covered to stop the Guardians from spawning. So now we can actually get on with some work. The original farm design is by Silent Whisper, but I modified it in a test world because something that I was noticing, I built one. Initially, I built all 25 cells just so I could see how they were spawning. And something that I was noticing is that the Guardians were preferring the outside killing chambers more than any other. So I blocked off the middle ones, blocked off a couple of the side ones, and realised that actually they preferred the corners. So I did a bit of testing myself, and what I was finding is that where the radius is for mobs to spawn within your radius of the player is that normal mobs, yes, will spawn within that radius. Guardians actually spawn slightly differently. They spawn within the temple area and actually spawn before the player's mob spawn circle, if you will. So if you can put yourself at a position where the game goes, I need to spawn mobs because this player is in range of me, but not in range to spawn normal mobs. So you actually force Guardians to spawn because the game is trying to populate that area with some type of Guardian at that point. So it will try and spawn 4. You kill them quickly, it tries to spawn another 4. And because of the way the game ticks work, it is constantly checking those areas. So as it's killing one lot, it goes, oh, I need to check this area. You've killed some. It goes, we haven't got any Guardians in this area. We need to spawn them. So it immediately spawns more. It's not like when on a normal one where 8 will spawn, and until those 8 are killed, it will try and spawn even more of them. It's more of, I just need to populate this area. And that is as far as I've got of trying to figure out how this works. It's the only way that I can think of. I am forcing the spawns, basically. Somebody who is more knowledgeable about the game can probably take this design off this video and go, right, let's have a look and see what Joker is actually doing, because I don't have a clue. To be truly honest, I did it, I broke it, it works, it's wonderful. But the amount of items that you do get from this farm is absolutely ridiculous. As you can see here, I am just building the first killing chamber, and I'm trying to figure out why it's not working properly. So something that I wish I had thought about before was using the sponges, and I didn't. Whoops. So instead I had to keep putting in blocks and removing. And as you can see, I'm using a trapdoor to stop the Guardians from escaping the area, and then covering it over with glass to just double check. It's what he did in his video, and I found actually that they can jump out of that area, surprisingly. at this very point, I am confused because I forgot how you build this. So I will jump forward very quickly just to show you what the finished product actually looks like. So I did actually have the clock the wrong way round. At this point, you'll see in a minute that I put the torch on the other side where it's supposed to be, not where it currently is. And basically, you've got the redstone repeater that's on my left now on 4 ticks. So the clock is running so fast that that 4 tick repeater doesn't get chance to turn off, which gives the first repeater, the first piston, time to retract and stay retracted, while the other one is bouncing back and forth and knocking the trident into the guardians, killing them. And if you've got impaling 5, you will kill them very, very quickly. As you can see here, I forgot a torch on there, which is what keeps that piston extended when the system is turned off, and the opposite afterwards. Okay, so at this point I have all 16 modules that I will be using. I do need to go around and turn all the others off. The job that I now need to do at this point is to put all the waterways for the items and the XP. Now, this is something that I did not do in my test world. I actually had the outside modules facing outwards, and then the inside ones facing towards the main track, if you will. You'll see and understand that later. Instead, as here, I'm explaining that I'm going to have them face into each other, but I am going to have to move them over one and then in, because otherwise the XP just bounces back and forth consistently. Okay, so with all the waterways and the item elevator now in place, or should I say bubble column, I now need to go and get some tridents. And I actually got fairly lucky at this point, because I got the next 8 tridents one after the other as I was killing them, like literally just killing each drowned with a trident, and I was getting one every time. So that worked out very, very lucky for me. I don't normally get that lucky at all in this game, so you know, like, so I did a little time lapse of that, which I will just show quickly here. And our first round with a trident, as you can see, that is our first one. And here is number 2, which I was like pretty impressed with. And here is number 3. And of course, number 4. And me, of course, not paying attention, nearly drowned at this point when I realised I only had a bubble left. And number 5. Lovely jubbly. And number 6, which I had to sleep since then, so you know, but still, we're going well strong. So number 7 comes pretty quickly, but I had to get some air, so I had to go back up, and he like followed me almost to the surface to try and kill me. And there she is, number 8. 8 tridents for 8 of them. Now we have all 16. Now I do actually have the fun job of going to get as many levels as possible and getting impaling on them all. I actually used the farm to get those levels. I could get about 100 levels in about an hour, so that was all good fun. I didn't record any of that because I thought it's going to be a bit boring watching me go back and forth and putting levels into books. But I will show you that at the live stream that I'm going to be doing Monday about 1:30 British Summer Time, so come join me. So, I'm going to call it there for today. As you can see, we've got loads of stuff, and it's still coming through all of this. It's mainly fish. I do need to figure out some way of getting rid of the fish, because it's going to do my head in. And I'm going to tidy up the redstone and stuff before the live stream Monday. Don't forget that that is 1:30 British Summer Time. Please work out for your areas. I'm not a talking clock. I'm not going to figure it out for you. So I will see you all Monday bright and early with shiny bump feathers and all of that stuff. Yeah, don't ask. Anyway, ladies and germs, I've been Joker. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button. If you've really enjoyed it, then don't forget to subscribe. And please don't forget to share it with your friends, because I don't have any. Like, I keep telling you this, and I'm not kidding. I don't have any friends. Why do you think I play Minecraft? Anyway, ladies and germs, I've been Joker, and I'll see you in a mini money mo. Ta-ta for now.